An extension to an existing sewer line which will run up Manchester's Main Street from Cemetery Avenue to the mobile home park next to the town hall got a green light at the town select board meeting on Tuesday, April 25th. The select board awarded the contract for the project to SUR Construction West, a construction firm based in Winchester, New Hampshire, for a little over $2.85 million. It was the lower of two bids received. The other one checked in at about $3.083 million. The Select Board meeting, held at the Manchester Community Library, where it was initially going to be a brief meeting before a joint meeting with the Manchester Planning Commission to discuss a controversial cell tower proposal, wound up running more than an hour as Select Board members, Town Manager Scott Murphy, and contract engineer Chrissy Haskins of the Dufresne Group, who was calling in remotely, discussed connection fees and assessments. In the end, the Select Board opted to have the connection fees for the new sewer extension remain the same as those for other ratepayers in other sewer districts around the town, about 60 cents per $100 of assessed property value instead of $1 per $100 of assessed property value.
It's a new district. We can do whatever we want with it, but it would be nice to have some consistency throughout the system.
The difference mattered because of how the town will eventually pay for the sewer project. Plans call for it to be funded by up to $1.9 million in town meeting approved borrowing and a little more than $600,000 in federal grant money, along with the connection fees paid by users in the district. Meanwhile, the planned joint meeting with the Planning Commission has been rescheduled until Tuesday, May 2nd, and will be held at the library's Hunter Room as originally planned, starting at 6 p.m. On the sewer project, we spoke with Town Manager Murphy afterwards to get the big picture of the infrastructure project, which has seen its share of ups and downs over the past couple of years as funding sources didn't measure up to the cost estimates.
They wanted us to get this done, the contract awarded as quickly as possible, and that's why we held that special meeting last night. So they're anxious to get going. Now, the key part of that discussion last night, which really didn't get talked about too much, I think, is that of that $2.856 contract, we're going to ask SUR Corporation West to take out the private development section of that. And that will reduce our actual contract with them. I mean, we'll have a contract amount at the 2.8 level, but our first change order will reduce that private investment section. So we will end up with 2.5 and change contract, 2.54 approximately, actual work construction contract. And so that leaves us with the reliance on the connection fees, which they approved last night, you saw, and then any difference would have to come out of the capital reserve. Our hope is that there'll be very minimal drawdown on the capital reserve side, which would be reimbursed as we receive the connection fees.
The sewer line project has often been cited as critical to helping spur more badly needed housing development. One new project is already underway, but more might be in the offing, including a proposed hotel and spa on a site across Route 7A from the town hall. Construction of the new sewer line is expected to begin shortly, Town Manager Murphy said, and he hopes it will be finished by the end of this year. People living along the route of the new sewer line aren't required to connect to it and can opt out, but they would still have to pay an assessment fee. A third phase of the sewer line extension, running up to the intersection with North Road, may be next. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.